A combat vehicle with the official designation ZTZ-100 sparked widespread discussion with its brief appearance at last year's military parade, but then vanished from the public eye for more than half a year, leading many to believe it was merely a futuristic technological concept. So, when Xinhua News Agency's cameras first captured it on May 3, 2026, kicking up dust as it maneuvered at high speed on a field training ground, and unprecedentedly revealed the three-person crew compartment inside, do the Western voices that once insisted it was merely a showpiece still hold water? Today, we're going to talk about China's latest Type 100 main battle tank, which has been making waves in defense circles over the past few days. During last year's military parade, that tank with its sharp lines and low-slung turret left many in awe, but it seemed to vanish from the scene afterward. Many Western analysts, myself included, believed it was merely a technology demonstrator, and some even thought it was a parade prop. After all, it's not uncommon for parades to showcase platforms that aren't yet fully mature. However, the training video released by Xinhua News Agency on May 3 has largely dispelled these speculations. In the video, the Type 100 tank was not cruising slowly along a smooth parade route, but rather racing at high speed across a real-world training ground. Its tracks kicking up dust and demonstrating impressive acceleration and maneuverability. More crucially, the camera panned inside the tank for the first time, clearly showing all three crew members in the front crew compartment, with the turret empty. Western defense circles view this footage as key evidence of the Type 100's transition from showcase to training ground. Previously, some Western observers tended to view the Type 100 as a prototype of future technology, still far from actual deployment. However, following the release of this footage, several professional media outlets, including the UK's Jane's Defence Weekly, began to adjust their stance and seriously analyze its technical details. This design layout has sparked intense debate in Western defense circles because it completely overturns traditional tank design concepts. For nearly a century, the commander, gunner, and driver have been positioned separately, with the turret requiring a crew to operate it. The Type 100, however, unmanned, the turret cramming all three crew members into the front of the hull. The benefits are striking, as the turret is the largest target area and most vulnerable to hits. Eliminating the need for a crew inside allows for a significantly smaller, lower-profile structure. This reduces the vehicle's frontal profile, directly lowering the probability of detection and being hit. More importantly, physically separating the crew from ammunition and vulnerable components greatly enhances survivability on the battlefield. Some media outlets have compared it to Russia's T-14 Armata. The T-14 adopted a similar all-forward crew compartment concept earlier, but has yet to achieve large-scale production or deployment. In contrast, the Type 100 progressed from a parade display to actual field training in less than a year, with its engineering pace and system maturity drawing widespread attention. Of course, this layout comes at a cost. The crew compartment in the front of the hull is relatively cramped, requiring three crew members to perform their duties for extended periods in an environment narrower than a traditional turret basket, placing higher demands on ergonomics and comfort. However, based on publicly available footage, these trade-offs are considered acceptable. What captures my attention even more than the unmanned turret is the Type 100's virtually state-of-the-art situational awareness and active protection systems. The brutal reality of combat in the Russia-Ukraine conflict has proven that without advanced active protection systems, any main battle tank claiming invincible armor is extremely vulnerable when facing ubiquitous anti-tank missiles, FPV drones, and loitering munitions. The fact that a main battle tank worth millions of dollars can be destroyed by a small drone, costing just a few $100s, striking it from above, completely changes the rules of the battlefield. The Type 100's design clearly draws on these hard-learned lessons. Videos and related analyses show that the Type 100's turret is surrounded by four tilted phased array radar panels, providing 360-degree, gap-free threat detection coverage. The core mission of this radar system is to constantly monitor the airspace, detecting any incoming missiles, rockets, and drones. Once the radar detects a threat, it instantly transmits the data to the two GL6 active protection systems mounted atop the turret, destroying the incoming munitions in mid-air before they reach the vehicle. This combination of radar detection and hard interception shifts the logic of tank protection from passively relying on thick armor to brace for impact to active detection and interception. It is particularly worth noting that the system significantly enhances defensive capabilities for the vehicle's upper hemisphere, the top attack zone, which is precisely where countless tanks have met their demise on the Ukrainian battlefield. It is no exaggeration to say that the Type 100's protection system is tailor-made to survive on future battlefields, teeming with drones and top attack missiles. In addition to innovations in its protection system, the Type 100's powertrain also reflects a new operational philosophy. Although the video is only a few dozen seconds long, the tank demonstrates remarkably swift power response on soft ground. External analysts generally believe that the Type 100 is likely equipped with an advanced diesel-electric hybrid power system. This means it can achieve silent maneuvering in pure electric mode, shutting down the roaring diesel engine and utilizing the battery's low noise and low infrared signature for battlefield movement, which will bring a revolutionary improvement in tactical surprise and survivability. This technical capability far exceeds the design parameters of traditional main battle tanks. While the U.S. Army's next-generation M1E3 Abrams upgrade has also announced plans to adopt a hybrid system, it remains in the early stages of research and development, with implementation not expected for several years at the earliest. In contrast, the Type 100 has already demonstrated high-speed field maneuvers with a fully operational vehicle, highlighting a significant generational gap. From its parade debut to its deployment in field training, the Type 100 tank's progress has far exceeded the expectations of most Western analysts. Following the release of the latest video, major industry publications, from Britain's *Jane's Defense Weekly to US defense blogs, have revised their assessments and begun seriously analyzing its technical details and far-reaching implications for the future landscape of ground warfare. This shift itself demonstrates that the Type 100 has evolved from a ghost that once existed only on blueprints and in speculation into a combat-ready vehicle kicking up clouds of dust on the training grounds. It tells the world in the most direct way possible: this is not merely an optimistic projection of future technology, but an ongoing revolution in ground combat equipment. The Western voices that once insisted it was merely a showpiece have clearly lost their footing after seeing the real combat vehicle captured by Xinhua News Agency, kicking up yellow sand with screens flickering inside the crew compartment. Well, that's all for today's video. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section, and we'll see you next time.